Fact. According to the CDC, 1/3 of American children are either overweight or obese. Fact. According to the USDA, 1 in 3 children born in America are likely to contract type 2 diabetes sometime in their life. Fact. According to the USDA, by the year 2018, America is going to be paying $300 billion due to obesity. Do I have your attention? I really hope I do. Because America has always been a country that has had athletes and a military second to none. However, we are slowly losing our future and most precious asset, which happens to be our children, and we're losing them one Happy Meal at a time. What if I told you you were likely to outlive your children? Hopefully the idea of you outliving your children sickens you as much as it sickens me. But as our former Surgeon General Richard Carmona so passionately stated before a subcommittee in Congress, we are facing a health crisis that threatens every state, every city, every community, and every school across the nation. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Stephen Hansen, and I'm here to talk to you today about childhood obesity, a growing pandemic in America. Why are childhood obesity rates skyrocketing in America? And why is childhood obesity a relevant topic for today's discussion? Well, I will also revert back to something Richard Carmona said at that subcommittee. He said that the problem was adults, and I quote, "Children did not create this problem, adults did. Adults increased the portion sizes of their meals. They invented the social media and video games that are spellbinding, and they also adopted the sedentary lifestyles that our children now choose to emulate. Adults need to fix the problem." And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings me to my next point and question. How do we fix this problem? How do we prevent our children from becoming a statistic? Well, there are actually two factors that can greatly lower the risk of your child suffering from type 2 diabetes due to obesity and/or a heart attack, stroke, and high blood pressure. First off, you need to start with a healthy exercise regimen because healthy exercise will lower blood pressure, which will also lower the risk factors pertaining to heart attack and stroke and premature death. Obesity is preventable, and that is the tragedy of it all, because another key factor we can use to prevent obesity in children is introducing a healthier diet. And by doing so, we have to be examples to our children and the forerunners to solving this problem instead of antagonizing our children to eat their vegetables. We too must eat the vegetables and set the appropriate example for our children, because what our children see, they are likely to emulate. Children are very impressionable, and should we engage with our children in healthy exercise, they will be exercising as well. They will be more apt and more amiable to change. And that is the key, ladies and gentlemen. We need to prepare an environment for our children by reducing the amount of junk food we eat at home, by reducing the amount of time we spend watching TV, and by reducing the amount of time we spend in a sedentary and unhealthy lifestyle. Because children who are obese suffer physically, mentally, and emotionally. Ladies and gentlemen, we have covered the statistics about obesity. We have covered the reasons why it's important to lead a healthy and active lifestyle. And we have also heard overwhelming evidence and testimony from our former Surgeon General, Richard Carmona. We can still have a nation of athletes and a military second to none, but only if we make this change today. We have to start with ourselves, and then we can start with our children. They are the future, and they are the ones that stand at the precipice and vanguard that will lead to our success in this battle against childhood obesity. Instead of giving our child a Happy Meal, let's make a nutritious meal that will make them happy and teach them the value of a life filled with health and longevity. Ladies and gentlemen, it was my pleasure to be with you here today, and I challenge you to go out and eat a little better every day and to work out a little bit every day with your children. And should you do this, you will see that obesity rates will drop, not only in America, been in our own personal lives. Thank you for listening.